Hi everyone, I'm Steven. Welcome to 2020, new year, new me, new video. Let's get into it. Whenever I tell people that I'm an avid reader or that I like to read, I always get someone who asks me, like, what books should they read? I usually have a set list of books that I will recommend to pretty much everyone because I know that they're well-written books with a pretty well-structured, fast-paced plot, and they have characters that a lot of people can relate to and love. There are plenty of books that I've read that I absolutely adore, but I wouldn't recommend to everyone because I know that their plotting and their characters might not appeal to every reader out there. At the top of the list is the Six of Crows Duology. If you have asked me for a book recommendation within the last year, this is the first set of books that I have ever recommended. Six of Crows and Crooked Kingdom are part of the Six of Crows duology written by Leigh Bardugo. These are some of my absolute favorite books of all time. I think both of these books are great examples of character-driven stories that are actually done well. Leigh Bardugo was able to introduce 6 different characters, give them each their own emotionally devastating background story, give them each an amazing character arc, all wrapped up in 2 little heist books. I say little, they're about 500, 400 pages each, give or take. Highly recommend both of these, 5 stars. Crooked Kingdom will break your heart. My next book, An Unkindness of Magicians by Kat Howard. The only reason why I bought this in the first place is because I was in a bookstore. It had a cool title, a cool cover, and I have a really bad habit of buying books on impulse. I'm a huge sucker for anything magical related, and man, this ticked all the right boxes. This story follows several characters as they navigate the complicated magical world that is hidden right beneath our own. I would probably only rate this book maybe 4 stars. The only reason why is because it has a very debut novel kind of feel. The plot is a little bit weak as well. I felt like one of the main characters was really overpowered at times, but still it was just a fun romp in a magical realism world. Give it a try. The next series on my list is The Magicians by Grossman. As you might be able to tell, I'm a huge fan of the series. A couple of videos ago I did like a reaction to the season 5 trailer, and a long time ago I did a really bad book review of The Magicians. Like, it's bad. I don't know why I still keep it up. It's not good. It's kind of like if Harry Potter met Narnia and they had a child that no one wants to talk about at family dinners. These books explore a lot of themes like sexuality, mental health, growing up in a world that is out to get you. It's just, I've really enjoyed these books. I absolutely love the television series. I think these are really worth the read. Next book up, House of Furies by Madeleine, Roux. This is technically a part of the series, but this is the only book that I've read so far. The series is ongoing. I do own the second book. It's on my TBR for this year. I just have a lot of books to get through this year. The story follows a young woman looking for employment who gets involved in a kind of dark, twisted fairy tale. Next up is another series. Sorry. It's the Scythe Trilogy by Neal, Shusterman. These books are kind of like a dystopian, utopian style thing. It's set in a world so far in the future that no one can die. We've perfected technology so that people really don't age, they don't get sick. If they do accidentally die, they can just be revived and everything's fine. So in this society, there are scythes, or people who have to go out and cull parts of the population so we can keep, the world from being overpopulated. It's really an absolutely amazing series. I didn't realize this until I was watching someone else's book review of it on YouTube, but it also has these really cool, religious parallels, where it kind of shows, the rise and fall of religions. It has a very biblical parallel to it, if you're looking for it. Overall series, definitely 5 stars. Last book I'm recommending is A Darker Shade of Magic by V.E. Schwab. pretty much I feel like I can safely recommend most of V.E. Schwab's books to anyone. She's a really good writer. She does a great job of just building these really fun worlds and these fun characters. This book is a part of a trilogy that I have not finished yet. Again, it is on my TBR list. But this first book was an absolute joy to read. This story follows two main characters. One of them is a girl who wants to be a pirate who runs into the boy who possesses a certain kind of magic. He can travel between 4 different realities of London, if that makes any sense. Just trust me when I say this book is definitely worth the read. It is a lot of fun. I'm looking forward to finishing the series and reading whatever else V.E. Schwab puts out in the future. I follow her on Twitter. I know she's working on a whole bunch of stuff. This is being turned into a movie. Everything is so exciting. Alright, those are some of my book recommendations for 2020. Yes, I just gave you a TBR list. You should get on that and read it and let me know what you think. That's it, I guess. First video of 2020. Off to a great start. Woot. Bye!